It was a foggy night, the kind where the mist hangs low and swirls around your feet, making the familiar seem eerie and unknown. I had just finished a late shift at the hospital, where I work as a nurse, and was walking home through the dimly lit streets of our small town. I preferred walking. It helped me unwind after the stress of the day, but that night, the oppressive silence and the thick fog were unnerving. As I neared the intersection of Elm and Oak, I saw a figure standing under the flickering street lamp. It was a girl, no more than 16, with long, dark hair that hung over her face. She wore an old-fashioned dress, the kind you'd see in pictures from the early 1900s. She looked out of place, almost ghostly, but I figured she might just be another teenager trying to make a statement or pulling some prank. I approached her cautiously, ready to offer help. "Are you okay?" I asked, my voice sounding louder than I intended in the still night. She slowly lifted her head, and I saw her eyes, dark, hollow, and filled with an unspeakable sadness. She didn't respond, just stared at me as if looking through me. Feeling a chill run down my spine, I repeated, "Do you need help? Are you lost?" She finally spoke, her voice a whisper that seemed to echo around me. "I need to find my mother," she said. "She was taken, and I can't find her." Her words were filled with despair, and for a moment, I felt a deep, inexplicable sorrow. I tried to ask her more, but she turned and started walking down Elm Street, moving almost as if she were gliding. I followed, calling out to her, but she didn't acknowledge me again. As I reached the end of the street, she vanished into the fog, leaving me standing there, bewildered and unnerved. The next day, I couldn't shake the encounter. I asked around, describing the girl to my colleagues and neighbors. An old man at the local diner overheard and pulled me aside. He told me about the legend of the lost girl of Elm Street. According to him, many years ago, a girl named Emily had lived there. Her mother had disappeared one night, and Emily had gone out to look for her, never to return. They say she wanders the streets on foggy nights, searching endlessly for her lost mother. Skeptical but intrigued, I did some research and found old newspaper clippings about Emily's disappearance. The details matched what the old man had told me. My rational mind struggled to accept it, but the memory of her eyes haunted me. I still walk home from the hospital, but I avoid Elm Street on foggy nights. Some nights, when the mist rolls in, I think I hear faint whispers and feel a chill in the air. Whether it's just my imagination or something more, I can't say. But I know one thing for sure, the legend of the lost girl is more than just a story to me. It's a reminder of that night and the sadness in those eyes, forever etched in my memory.